YouTube, how's everything? Google Hangouts, whatever we're calling ourselves. Every time I do a video, it says Google Hangouts. So sometimes I'm like, I don't know, it's Google Hangouts or YouTube. I mean, I'm on YouTube, so. Anyway, this is a big topic for me, okay? So thoughts on referring business, just hold on. I have so many of them. I probably won't even cover all of them, but I definitely have strong feelings about referring business. So sometimes I feel like when I'm at what, 111, right? I've done 111 of these vlogs. Wow, that's a lot. Thank you, Gary Vaynerchuk, for the inspiration. But you know, referring business goes something like this. When I first opened up my own business, I really had assumptions of where my referrals would come from in the human relationship aspect, okay? I thought because I knew so many doctors and I ran a pediatric practice for 8 years before I opened my own business, that I would obviously get a ton of referrals that way. So 4 years in, it's never happened. Not once, okay? I thought in the beginning that if I bought really cool marketing materials, if I bought card stock postcards, because I always like something small with enough information, made it look good, good color scheme, not too much information. If I had those, it would work. If I opened up this door behind me right now, you would see that there are boxes of those cards still in there, okay? So I have since repurposed some of them to sell my online course when I do speaking events. But getting back to what I thought and what reality is. And I have this conversation a lot with my clients because I want them to understand it's usually never what you think it's going to be. I would say I get the most referrals today from relationships that I've developed, okay? Not relationships in the medical industry, relationships with banks, relationships with clients that I have, relationships with a coffee shop, relationships with, I'm just trying to think of where all my referrals come from. A lot of, you know, it's never what I thought it was going to be. And I purposely, and I'm so glad I did this, when I opened my business, I started networking myself to death, to death, like exhausting types of meeting everybody. But I started in South Tampa, then I went to St. Petersburg, and I just recently integrated myself back into my own neighborhood, okay? So yesterday I mentioned the fact that I had 3 clients all seen within a 5-mile radius, because I'm intentional when I make a decision that this is where I'm going to do business. That's typically what happens because your words are very powerful. Okay, sidebar. We're going to talk now just about how I feel about referring business out. When somebody gives me a referral, I am elated, grateful, expressive about how grateful I am. I've been known to send $100 gift cards to restaurants, always a thank you note, social media props, you know, the list goes on, right? And it's not that these people expect that. It's just I believe that strongly, and somebody thought well enough of me to refer my business. The best referral I can get is from a client, prior, current, or future. But I have this one in particular client right now, and she just referred me a client. And there is a piece of what I'm doing for her that I can't do fast enough. Because that's how I like to work. I'm recruiting for her and I can't get this. I know it's coming, but I haven't found the right person for her yet. But because she also referred business to me, I'm going to work like a dog until I get her the exact person that she wants. Now, I'm going to tell her this when I talk to her tomorrow. She already knows this about me, but I'm going to tell her again how much it means to me that she referred me business. Like, that's incredible. Very, very encouraging about the services that I'm providing her. and also that she trusts me enough to do that. So I'm going to tell her that tomorrow. But when I refer out business, and I'm a referring machine. There are a lot of things that I do not do as a business that I can easily refer out. Now, I have one gentleman right now in my life today who is my go-to IT guy for everything, concierge, amazing business, and Neo Cloud Consulting. And he really completely understands the power of somebody referring business. So does my company All Trust that I refer business to. But I don't have a lot of strengths in the world that I refer business out to most, okay? And this is what I refer out most. I refer out web design, social media, bookkeepers, definitely billing services. Oh my God, billing services. And I can't tell you how many times somebody comes to me and asks me if I know a good credentialing company. So what has happened throughout these past few years is that I know how difficult it is to just get new business. I went through that in my first year. Well, I did have 24 new clients in my first year. I wasn't starving by any means, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be yet, okay? I want to constantly get new business. And I think anybody that has a business wants to constantly get new business, except some of those medical practices that say that we're not accepting new patients. Okay, you hire other people and you keep accepting new patients, just saying. So for my industry, in the medical world, my doctors always need innovation in technology and video. And I'm never surprised anymore about how people don't take that seriously. If I can actually just hand over one of my clients to you, and now you make money off of that, and you have not proven yourself or tried to please me, because that, if you do right, if you do good by my client, because I've been offered money, I've been offered commission, I say no to everything. I just say, and I mean this, I just want you to do good by my client. A lot of the times it doesn't happen. A lot of the times I'm surprised by email reactions or how they think I'm supposed to handle more than I should for them. I've gotten you business, you take care of the rest. So 24 hours ago, something happened where I was shocked again at somebody I had referred business to and the questions they were asking me and things they were saying. And I was like, oh, they're just young. I'm certainly not blaming millennials. I had that conversation today with my friend Jessica. It's not a generation thing. I think it's like how you were raised. You know, did your parents teach you how valuable it is if somebody thinks enough of you to refer you business? My parents didn't even own their own business. They both worked in and I have to trust you. I will spend time with you. I will get to know you, and I refer out business to you. And before even like the party gets started with my client, it's like frustrating for me. I'm like, uh-oh. And I get so bummed. So let's talk about what I put in the description of this. Does anybody even read those? When you know what, I just thought of Deb Ward, and it just made me like lose my train of thought. She's really great with like referring business and showing gratitude and all that good stuff. I'm just saying, I've watched her, right? And I've loved her video testimonials. They've been great. So do more of that, Deb, if you watch. But what I was going to say was the fact that, you know what, I lost my train of thought. This doesn't happen a lot. All right, referrals. All right, well, I can talk about how difficult it is to get new business and how much money people spend on getting new business for themselves. And if I'm going to hand you new business, take care of my clients. Oh, I remembered. Okay. So because of what happened last night, and this has happened many, many times, it's not just one person. It's not just one vendor. It's literally all of them, except Jay, my IT guy. Okay? You're the only one so far that hasn't disappointed me. And I know you won't because you're smart. And we've had these kind of conversations together and you get it. But I'm riding my bike this morning, and I thought, as much as I don't want to do this, I don't see any other choice. My husband and I used to talk about me having a dream team, that I would hire these people and they would work for me, and I would keep all that business in-house. I'd have somebody that does billing. I'd have somebody that does credentialing. I'd have somebody that does web design. I'd have somebody that does social media. I'd have somebody that does video. And I haven't wanted to do it because I've said this many times. I survived 33 women as the boss in my last position, 4 docs, a nurse practitioner, 2 offices, and a night division. Good. I already recruit and I hire people for a living. So I've been just like, oh my God, it's so much work to work with humans. It is so much work. And I have this great understanding about people and empathy and self-awareness and putting myself in their shoes and encouraging them and mentoring them. But what I came up with today was that I have to start planning this in October, that by next year, I think I need for sure somebody with social media, because that's just the way of the world, somebody that really knows what they're doing, somebody that's very self-aware, somebody that understands aesthetics, somebody that understands the power behind content. I also think that video is important. But now that we're doing things like this, like vlogging, I mean, video is still important, but how important is it? I saw a really cool gadget today that was just like a lighting setup attached to a tripod, and they use their phone. Like, the video world is moving in a different direction too. So that said, I'm putting it out there because I always said to anybody that's ever listened to any other vlogs, and nobody is tuned in right now. So what are you doing at 7 o'clock at night? Like having dinner with your family? How come you're not watching me? Psych. I'm grateful if anybody watches 2 seconds of me blah, blah, blahing. But really, I think I have to really put some thought behind this. And it's not just hiring somebody. It's not just hiring somebody. It's me mentoring them and coaching them so they have a full understanding of what I am looking for, what my clients are looking for, and just good people that understand doing the right thing, not charging extra for something that they shouldn't, especially when it's under $100. Are you kidding me? Oh, so that is my rant. If somebody, I leave you with this. If somebody is kind enough to refer you business, that means you didn't have to spend any money to get that business. That also means you didn't have to do any work to get that business. It just came from me and my business, and this could be anybody's business. If somebody is referring business to you, please understand the value of that. Please understand that it's my reputation, if I'm referring business out, that I'm only concerned about. I'm not concerned about anything else. I don't want your commission. I don't want your money. I just want you to do good by my client. Show them that you're a good person. That's it. Okay? I don't want to have to send the strong email with no smiley face, but I do, and I will. So that's my rant. I hope you really take that into consideration. If somebody is generous enough and thinks enough of you to refer business, you really take that seriously, because it is very serious to me. And if you can give referrals to somebody because you think they're awesome, you should. Doctors in my world, holy crap-oly. I worked for people for 8 years. They've never sent any business to me. Every one of their doctor friends needs help. I know this. I've watched it. I had 3 doctors yesterday tell me that they don't know how to do this stuff, meaning business, meaning marketing, meaning social media. So guess what I do? I teach them, or I refer business to them. I refer vendors to them that can do it. Okay, it's upsetting me. It's 7 p.m. and I'm clocking out. I'm going to feed Charlie Brown, who's sitting at my feet. and I'm going to enjoy my evening. So I had a great day, by the way. Did you have a great day? A great day. And just praying for Puerto Rico. Really sucks. Good night.